What's up, guys? I'm Frosty the Sandwich. Welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Today, I am doing a VOD review of one of the people I found on the leaderboard who might be the GOAT on Invisible Woman. They had a pretty good history. They're in Celestial 1, so they're very close to top 500, and they were top 500 or one above all last season. And I figured I'd watch one of their games and see if I can figure out what they're doing that works, and what I can do to improve my own gameplay and maybe rank up, because I am currently in GM2 and I am trying to get into Celestial, so hopefully watching what happens here will give me some tips. I do like Invisible Woman. I really like playing as her. She's my secondary. It's either Mantis or Invisible Woman right now if I have to play support. So we have a Magneto and a Groot band. That is very interesting. That ML7? Hell yeah. Love to see that in this lobby. Got a Doctor Strange. So we're just banning out tanks. Are they I think they might be targeting. They might know that these two are are lords or one tricks on the other one, so they better just target banned these two, which is kind of funny. The group ban is interesting too. I wonder if they scouted that on one of these guys. It's just funny to see, like, sometimes the bans at top level are not at all what you'd see in Diamond or GM, and it's because they're literally just targeting the other players on the other team. They're not necessarily targeting a tier list per se. They know what the other people are actually good at, and so they're just gonna remove that instead. That's one of the core reasons that a lot of people set their profile to private. If you don't want people doing that to you, set your profile to private. And we need to be spectating. Blind Pro, who I guess started out as Iron Man this game. Might explain why they had so many kills and so much damage. Hold on. This is supposed to be an Invisible Woman VOD review. Rip. Okay, here we go. We swapped pretty early. All right, I'll keep going with this. Let's see. Wait, did I see Mantis for? He hovered Mantis by the looks of it. All right, so we died there on Iron Man. Pretty early in, I'd say. And here we swapped a Mantis real quick, and then Invisible Woman. All right, awesome. This is what I wanted to see. Sorry about that. Should have scouted that ahead of time, but oops. I'll do that next time. Maybe I could literally just cut ahead. I probably will. So yeah, sorry. He did play Iron Man a little bit for the first point, but it honestly was maybe like a minute or so. So I'm gonna stick with this. I think he does play Invisible Woman for the rest of the game. So we're just gonna watch, and you'll notice they do have 3 healers on their team. 3 healer comp is alive and well right now. It's very strong, and you can kind of just mix it up with whatever you want. Here I believe they have 2 tanks and 1 DPS. You could do 2 DPS, 1 tank. You could even try 3 DPS or 3 tanks. Get weird with it. Unfortunate death there. Paying attention to what she's doing. So she's moving the shield around a little bit. But not as much as I would maybe expect. Still staying with our team. Utilizing that huge AoE to try and burst people down. I believe he tried to invis there to get out, but sometimes when you try and do that, you'll just stay visible because you took damage during the jump. So unfortunately, he was not able to get out cleanly there. It looked like he did utilize the double jump to try and escape there, which is what you should be doing in those situations. Looking for an ult here. Big ult on point, just trying to hold. Allow your team to basically walk up and take that space and take cart. Enemy Thor tries to counter ult into the space to maybe regain some ground and capture the point. We're gonna focus Hulk real quick because he is diving our healers. And just showing how strong having 3 healers on the team can be. They're committing a lot. They're getting very close. He was literally at 1 HP there for a little bit. They're getting very close to killing these healers, but they can't quite do it. There's just too much healing output. He would put the shield on the ground. Didn't walk up to it to get the healing from it, but we did put it on our healer. And then it did break by the looks of it there. I don't think he recalled it. And so far, playing inside the team by the looks of it, not doing anything crazy with flanks, and using the vortex aggressively when we can. But mostly it looks like we're trying to play safe. Although, yeah, that might have been just a, oh shit, I'm gonna die ult, by the looks of it. Because the enemy team's really tried to, that Thor was trying to push him back there and really pull him out of position to make sure they killed him. Because, I mean, this comp is relying on the 3 healers just staying alive and being able to keep the rest of the team alive. If you take down 1 healer, you can definitely start attacking this comp. I mean, 2 healers is still hard to kill through, but it's not impossible. 3 healers is very difficult to kill through unless they play poorly. Right here, we are split a little bit, and I was literally about to say that the key thing you don't want to do here is really play split from the other healers. But there's certain circumstances where I guess you can sort of get away with it. That was one of them. But for most part, we're going to play right inside of our team. And just keep healing. We are focus healing that tank. I think we got exiled there by Hulk, but it didn't matter. He tried to burst us down and get a quick kill on us, but there's just so much healing on this comp. And they are, I guess, slowly giving ground here, but it's not much. They're doing a really good job delaying and holding here. I say as they all go down. But so, I mean, that was a decent amount of time they delayed just on that 1 choke. Be interested to see. So they did push all the way. It looks like we're gonna have some overtime here, based on the bar I see. So, not surprising. It's a very high level game. Why are we on ML7? I don't mind watching him. Might do a VOD review of him. Again, inside our team, we still have 3 healers, even on attack. And it looks like we've got Punisher and Storm. So we went for 2 DPS in 1 tank and 1 attack tank at that. Not really a shield tank. Not trying to stand there and linger. Trying to get in your face and do business. Get some work done. Which I think is probably a good call with 3 healers on your team. You want somebody that can just get in their face and do damage. Yeah, we can heal through that. Unfortunately, that does draw Storm's attention directly to us, and we couldn't quite stay alive through it. So we do go down there. Big Storm ult. And I like that. So despite the fact that we target ban each other, we let some pretty broken stuff through, and so it's nice to see that getting picked and being utilized. I do see Storm picked on both sides since it was allowed. Haven't seen Wolverine show up yet, though. I don't think Wolverine was banned, right? I think we can look at the bans real quick. Nope. No, he was not. But yeah, so far we're just being a big team player. We aren't trying to be selfish and push up and flank. I see a lot of Invisible Woman play that style, and like, I'm not saying it's wrong or you can't do it, but I think this is probably the better way to play her in my opinion. Especially if you're playing ranked, like, you need to focus on support. Don't get me. She can do some dirty stuff to DPS. And you can kind of chill in the back line and harass people if you want to, but do that in quick play. Don't do that in ranked. Do this instead. Stick with your team. I really like... Yeah, I think she did recall the shield there. Utilize that shield and keep moving it around. Sometimes I like to put it out on the ground and then just walk up to it and use it myself. Let the team push. I'll still heal through them, but I have some protection and healing. You can even step in front of the shield if you want and body block some shots if you think they're trying to break it. And you'll still get the healing from it. I like that we're always sending the sphere high so that we're getting the full value of it, the AoE. When I first started playing her, I had a tendency to throw it like right at the ground, and it does kind of take away some of the area of effect that you get with that attack. I recommend at least throwing it hip height. Another storm ult coming in. She just farms ult so quickly, but I think fortunately the team was just so spread out there that she couldn't find any value in that ult. I don't think anybody went down there. Got a big ult to push through, give the team damage. We have our ultimate again, and I'm thinking he's probably going to step up and take space with this ultimate when an opportunity presents itself. Let's see, Luna also has we have 4 ults right now, so yeah. Our Luna responds to their Luna ult with her own, which is fine. We're going to save our ult now. We don't need to use it. And I think Punisher waited just for their enemy Luna ult to end before popping his, by the looks of it. And probably got a lot of value. I love Punisher ultimate inside Luna ultimate is incredibly scary. Punisher ultimate on its own is very scary, but him in a Luna ultimate is deadly. That'll wipe your whole team. You just gotta walk away at that point. You can't fight it. And just sticking with the team. Focus healing. A lot of this has been focused healing. I think he's still dealing a lot of damage by just passively hitting people through it and pushing and pulling people. Plus the vortex, like it all just adds up over the game. But I haven't really seen him intentionally try and focus anybody down or really like try and get frags or kill anybody. The core focus here has always still been healing. I believe their call out was for everybody to focus the storm and kill her in her ultimate, which you can absolutely do, as you just saw. She gets a lot of armor, but you can still kill her. Like, she's not invincible. So if you get a team, if you hear the storm ulting, try and communicate to your team, hey, as soon as she comes up, everybody shoot her. Hanging out back here, denying line of sight. We're not going to push all the way into the room and give them, the people in the back, easy pickings on us. We want to keep ourselves alive as long as possible so we can push in. Preferably with an ult like this. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, if that Luna's ulting, our Luna should be ulting, probably. Which means we get our ult very soon. And then as soon as their ults are over, yep. That's exactly what I expect. Ult the point. And just step up. You can take a lot of space with Invisible Woman's ult. And I think we've seen a good showcase of that here. Is always using that ultimate to just get your team to push a little bit further. Walk up, take the space, huge healing, and they'll die if they stay inside it. If they don't respect that ultimate, they will absolutely die. And I think this was a very good showcase of so far of what you should be doing, how you should be positioning her ultimate. And just in general, like what you should be doing. I don't think he's used the melee ability yet, which I think I already said. Like it's cool. I like it. I like the idea of doing combos with it, but they're just slow and clunky, and there's no way you're gonna do it against good players. You might as well just stay inside your team and do a lot of healing, because she's very good at. This character excels at healing. If I didn't say that already, I think she might still be a little bit outclassed by Cloak and Dagger and maybe Luna. But she's still up there in healing. I guess I shouldn't count Rocket out. Rocket does have a lot of healing. He just doesn't. I never really consider him. Even though he's doing a great job, ML7 repping the Rocket over here. He's a good character, don't get me wrong. But I do, like, they could have 3 defensive ults here, which would be kind of disgusting. I think a Cloak and Dagger or a Mantis here instead of that Rocket would be kind of gross. Here we're, again, just staying with our team, and we are looking to try and hit people through the person we're healing, which is something every Invisible Woman player should try and do. Always be looking to try and line up the enemy with the person you're healing so you can deal damage onto them as well. Just help that swing that fight even further in the person you're healing's favor. We're not... So the shield placement has been pretty smart so far, and I've noticed that like we are valuing it and not trying to get it, just put it out there and let it get smashed immediately. And I believe that we're holding our shield when people get really low to get some really nice burst healing. When they're... I don't think I've seen them really throw it out unless they're like below halfway health. If they get below halfway health, that's typically when I see them throw it out on somebody. If they're above halfway health, we're just going to use our auto attacks to heal them back up. We don't need to expose our shield and get it broken. I think her burst heal combo is the shield plus her primary fire. So if you get it broken early and you really need to save somebody and you don't have that shield, they're probably gonna die. That or you're gonna have to use your ultimate to save them, which may not be ideal. Really good push here. I don't think they've missed a beat. They're just staying on the cart at this point. All the healers, which is just what do you do against this combo except hope your DPS are just goated and can get a pick? Like, I guess you go Hawkeye and Hela and try and play angles and kill these guys off the cart. I think that might be like the only thing you can really do here is just go like hit scan snipers and try and pick them off from afar and like do as much burst damage. You really need burst damage against this comp, so you can isolate one of these healers and kill them outright. Because I mean, Storm deals a lot of damage in her ult, but it's not enough. It's kind of wild to see that happen. She literally just got killed in her ult. They hunted her down. They healed through her ultimate. They hunted her down and they killed her. If you need any other reason to try out this 3 healer comp, there you go. Widely considered to be basically the best DPS in the game right now. Just got killed. Storm, if you didn't know who I was talking about, just got killed in her ultimate. She has a huge amount of shield, deals a huge amount of damage. It don't matter. It don't matter. I guarantee this man is wild on this character. I love what I'm seeing already with the climbing and jumping around. You know he's cooking on Rocket. Alright, but this isn't about Rocket, I'm sorry. Good positioning here. We're taking the high ground in the back. Usually a Strange would teleport up here. But I don't think they have Strange with them. Strange got banned, actually. They can't have Strange. What if it was Strange, Magneto, Groot? Like a lot of tanks got banned out. Which is funny. Nice. The Hulk, was that the Hulk jumped up there and we just pushed him off immediately. And he could have jumped right back up, but he took a lot of damage from that. And I like that we're just staying up here, and anytime anybody tries to come up here, we're just pushing them off. Something really good you can do on this character that might be slept on, and you could do that with her melee too. That is an actual useful thing to do with her melee ability, is if you're up on the high ground, queue up some melees so that third hit pushes them off. You don't even need your E. If your E's on cooldown. Obviously, if your E's off cooldown, just use that. It's going to be way faster, way more effective. Here we're basically just positioned so we can maybe keep ourselves alive. And as I say that, of course, commentator's curse. It looked like we were trying to position ourselves to maybe get out there. It just we kind of lingered a little too long. And they were on point. They had basically their whole team on point. So I think it's kind of a given that they were going to capture point there. But we're just going to regroup back up at this choke and make it incredibly difficult. All we have to do is win one fight and basically ambush and kill them off cart. I'm sure that's what they're discussing right now, and they're formulating a plan to do that. And it's probably going to revolve around them pushing up into this choke, because this choke, this is just a kill funnel right here. Storm is ulting, so we're going to look to be a little passive here and not give her an easy ultimate. She waited. I think she knows that Storm can wait out the full duration of her ultimate, so she waited a little bit and then popped ultimate so that Storm had to initiate. That was really smart. And yeah, they played their cards first, and we played some defensive ultimates to nullify those ultimates, the aggressive ultimates they used, and now we're just cleaning up the team by the looks of it. And hopefully, ooh, unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately that Hulk goes off cart, and that is the game. And yeah, I think some really interesting stuff there for the Invisible Woman. I really like to see the positioning was really on key. My takeaways from this game, number one was the positioning of the ultimate should always basically allow my team to take some ground or either hold ground, and also be patient with it, especially if Storm's on the field. If you hear a popper ultimate, be patient with it. Wait a couple of seconds, because if you pop it right when you hear that sound cue, she can wait out the full duration of your ultimate. So you need to wait on that. And the other thing was play inside your team and hold the high ground. And whenever anybody on the enemy team tries to climb up to the high ground, utilize your kit to push them off of the high ground. And basically, it's a death sentence if they don't have healers on them right there, because typically that means they've utilized their mobility to get up to you to close the gap, and they don't have it anymore, and now they're back down below you. So you should be able to just get free headshots on them and kill them. I really liked that playstyle, and I'm definitely going to be incorporating some of it into my own. Let me know in the comments what you thought was interesting about this gameplay and what you learned from watching it. I really enjoyed this, and I'm definitely going to be watching more people. So if you enjoyed this VOD review, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. I did do another one for a group player I found, and I think I definitely learned a lot from that game too. So go check that out, and until next time, stay frosty.